She's the face of a revolution in women's basketball. But now, fans are left wondering, is this the end of Caitlin Clark's rookie season as we know it? And in the midst of this breaking news, something symbolic happened. Paramount Pictures just dropped their stunning 100th anniversary logo, a nod to a century of cinematic legends. Could this historic milestone oddly mirror Caitlin's own rising legacy, cut short too soon? Today, we dive deep into what really happened behind Caitlin's latest injury, her journey so far, and what it means for the WNBA, her fans, and her future. Let's get into it. Caitlin Clark isn't just a name. She's become a phenomenon. Since stepping onto the WNBA court, Clark has shattered expectations, selling out arenas, driving TV ratings, and bringing a whole new demographic to women's basketball. From her electric NCAA career at Iowa to becoming the #1 draft pick for the Indiana Fever, Caitlin Clark has carried the hopes of millions. But success hasn't come without pressure. Intense schedules, physical play, and media attention have surrounded her since day one. And now, she's out. Again. After missing a key matchup last week, reports surfaced again. Caitlin Clark out. Fans were confused, some even furious. So what actually happened? Sources close to the team mention a lower body strain that's been lingering. But whispers in the basketball community point to more than just a physical issue. Could this be burnout? Is the WNBA schedule taking a toll? Or is it the relentless pressure from media, opponents, and the league itself that's worn her down? The key word here is Caitlin Clark injury update, and this is more than just another headline. This could reshape how rookies are handled in the WNBA moving forward. Here's the part nobody talks about enough. Mental fatigue in sports is real. And Caitlin's journey has been non-stop. From the NCAA spotlight to being the center of every WNBA highlight reel, the expectations are massive. Imagine being 22 years old and carrying an entire league's growth on your shoulders. That's not just physical, that's emotionally and psychologically draining. Even legends like Diana Taurasi and Sue Bird have spoken out about how brutal rookie seasons can be. Now multiply that by the media frenzy Caitlin's brought in. This injury might be more mental than muscular. The Indiana Fever franchise has a delicate balancing act here. On one hand, they need their superstar on the court. On the other, they risk long-term damage if they push her too hard too early. Recent lineup decisions suggest they may finally be taking her health seriously. Sitting her out again could be a protective move, not just reactionary. But fans want transparency. They want updates. And with phrases like WNBA news trending on every sports platform, the silence from the team is adding to the mystery. Is it strategy, or is it fear? The WNBA has been booming in part because of Caitlin Clark. But that spotlight exposes a weakness, its reliance on one player for its biggest headlines. Should the league be doing more to protect its young stars? Training staff, travel schedules, and game frequency all need scrutiny. We've seen this before in other leagues, overworked young talent breaking down early. This injury might just be the wake-up call the WNBA didn't know it needed. Within minutes of the Caitlin Clark OUT again alert, Twitter or X, Reddit, and TikTok lit up. Some fans sent love and support. Others demanded answers. Some accused the WNBA of mishandling its biggest asset. A few even speculated about personal issues behind the scenes. It shows how emotionally invested people are in her journey, and why the Caitlin Clark injury update has become one of the most searched sports topics right now. Let's not forget, this isn't Caitlin's first battle with adversity. She's played through ankle tweaks, a bruised hip, and constant double teams without flinching. Her resilience is part of her legend. But this current absence feels different. It's longer, quieter, and fans are beginning to feel the weight of it. Now let's take a sharp turn. But stay with me. This moment in sports coincides with a big milestone in entertainment. Paramount Pictures, one of Hollywood's oldest studios, just dropped its 100th anniversary logo. A brand that has survived wars, tech revolutions, and cultural shifts. Why does this matter? Because Caitlin Clark is becoming that kind of brand. Her story isn't just about games, it's legacy. It's milestones. It's culture-defining. Paramount's century-long journey is a reminder that greatness isn't instant. It's built over time, through setbacks and comebacks. So what happens now? Insiders suggest she could return within the next week, but nothing's confirmed. If she does come back too early, she risks further injury. If she waits too long, the Fever's playoff hopes could fade fast. But long-term, Caitlin's path is still bright. This injury could be the turning point that redefines her focus, her training, and her approach. Some of the game's greatest stars had rough rookie years and came back stronger than ever. We're witnessing the early chapters of what could become one of the greatest basketball stories of all time. Yes, this injury is frustrating. Yes, the silence is worrying. But sometimes, the moments that seem like setbacks are actually setups for something bigger. Caitlin Clark's journey isn't over, it's just evolving. And just like Paramount Pictures celebrated a century of influence, Caitlin may be building a legacy that echoes for decades. If you felt the excitement of Caitlin Clark's rise, if you believe in her comeback, and if you want to stay updated on every twist in her incredible journey, smash that like button, subscribe for more real talk and raw breakdowns, and drop your thoughts in the comments. Do you think Caitlin should sit out the rest of the season? Or fight through it like she always has? Let's talk below.